But it's time for the presentation, and tonight it's not really a presentation, it's a training session. As last month, and as promised, we're going to put on a little training, and it's going to be led by Mary Beth Lucy and Sam Lucy. The title is The Power of Communication, how to make more money, stop shooting yourself in the foot.
Okay, tonight we wanted to talk, some of the topics were, we asked you what you want to do. We'll have speakers again in January, but they said they wanted to see some lessons once in a while, so we thought the best lesson we could bring you would be the power of communication. So Mary Beth and I are going to do that for you tonight. What I'm going to do is show you a little bit of the background on what you need to know about communication, why you have to do it and what it's all about. But more important than that, we're going to do some, hopefully you'll have some problem areas that we can role play and show you how they might be handled. All right, most people think that communication is talking. It's not. Communication is listening mostly, talking only when you have to and saying only what the other person wants to hear. And if they don't want to hear it, you got to be real careful how you're going to present it. That's what I want to try to show you tonight. When I teach the people that I teach, some of you I teach, but I teach your people how to sell and so forth, this is what I try to tell them. You've got to discover the meaning behind the message. Human beings are always trying to say something. They're always trying to express, but it doesn't come across, it's not right out in the open, so you have to dig to find it. So I say communication, this is my definition, is understanding completely and contiguously, no breaks. Because if you're in a sale or in a conversation and you miss one cue, the string is broken and you don't know where you're at. So what is motivating a person's behavior, your own or someone else's? I say that the most important communication in the world is right there. It's between you and you. And as I go on, that might make a little more sense. So where does all human behavior come from? I'm going to show you. Some of you that have taken our courses have seen this before. The human mind has two levels. And that's where you think. This is where you think. Forget about that when you're communicating. You might as well talk to the projector. This is what controls your behavior, and that's what you have to talk to. And most of us want to talk to this most of the time. It just doesn't work. That's why there's so much confusion in the world, so much misunderstanding. That's why we still kill each other, sue each other, etc., etc. Communicating is emotional. I didn't know this. I was mid-30s before I knew this. I went all the way to Philadelphia. I drove about 40 miles this side of Philadelphia in a place called Exton to listen to went to a 2-day seminar or 2-day training period. And the guy taught me about that communication was emotional. It was the first time I heard it and understood it. It really was the beginning of the change in my life. Please do, dear.
Can you back up?
I'd be glad to.
Okay. Does everyone understand communicating is emotional, what that means? Most people don't know what they feel. And so people will say what they think, and what they're thinking is often what they find is appropriate to say. So that's why as we start talking about this, communicating is emotional, we need to find out what's really driving what they need to say, what they want to say, what they're trying to say.
And another thing you want to add on to this is that people don't want to tell you how they feel. We have all been taught to guard our feelings and don't tell you how I feel. It's like none of your business how I feel. So if you want to get that out of somebody, you better do it in an artful way, and that's what we're going to show you tonight, how you can do that. We have all been taught to guard our feelings.